Chasta here for 1077 The Bone and Soundwaves TV. I'm thrilled to have in my computer a drumming absolute legend, Carmine Appice. Now, I'm married to a professional drummer, so you
Oh,
must know right out the gates. I know the royalty that you are, one of the greatest that ever lived,
no, thank
and
you.
invented metal rock drumming in a lot of different ways. So,
Yeah.
how are you, Carmine? It's so
I'm
nice
good.
to meet
I'm
you.
good. I'm good. I'm surviving this virus thing. We're in Connecticut. We're actually moving next week to Florida.
Oh, are you really? What a
Yeah.
time to move. Whoa.
Well, we had a plan. We didn't know there was going to be this disruption of the country. Let's put it
Right.
that way.
Right. Gosh, that's crazy. Well, good luck to you. You're right now, you're where in Connecticut?
We're in Connecticut. Yeah.
Okay.
We
So,
we have a place in New York, an apartment in New York. But when they said New York City is going in state of emergency, we have 200 cases. Next week it's going to be 1,000.
yeah.
We left.
Yeah, good for you. I don't
We
blame
came
you.
out to Connecticut. We went back on Sunday for the first time in 2 months, and man, what a sight!
Oh, I bet. It's
It's
apocalyptic, huh?
deserted, probably like San Francisco.
Yeah. Yeah. Empty
Deserted.
streets and it's weird.
Nobody on the streets. I didn't see one taxi cab. I saw a
Oh,
bus. I saw maybe 2 or 3 people on each block.
yeah.
I saw a couple of homeless people laying out in the sun. It was a beautiful day. Normally, a beautiful day in May in New York City when everything's blooming
Right.
is bustling.
Yeah, of
This
course.
was unbelievable.
Oh, man. It's a weird time we're living in, Carmine. I mean,
Like living
truly.
in a movie.
It is. It is. This is something I have a 3-year-old, and I've been saying that this is something that, he'll learn about in his history class,
Yeah,
years from now.
yeah.
It's weird to live it in real time and know that you're
I,
living.
I did an album in 1995 and 97 called Guitar Zeus,
Yeah.
and it has all these great guitar players on it.
Yeah.
It's got great songs, and it's sort of like Soundgarden meets my band Blue Murder meets the Beatles. It's very psychedelic. It's very good songs, and one of the songs is called Code 19.
Okay.
And the opening line of the song is, "Feels like we're living in a movie."
Whoa.
And
Oh, I
then
just got chills at
the
my
other line is, "Not a dream, it's Code 19." And the chorus says, "Oh, homicide, oh, suicide, oh, genocide." It's all in the lyric.
Whoa.
And then in the middle, it goes into like all these weird newscasts.
Yeah.
And I called my co-writer, Kelly Keeling. I said, "Dude, why'd you call it Code 19? Why not Code 15 or Code 14 or
Right.
13?" He said, "I don't know. Code 19 popped in my head and it sang well."
That
So
is
now when I
weird.
look at it, it's like a premonition of now.
It's prophetic. You guys are
It's
prophets. You
unbelievable.
didn't even know it.
Yeah, so I was gonna release it now as a lyric video, but I thought it was a little too close for comfort and it might depress people instead of, so I'm gonna wait for it to pass and then maybe I'll do it.
I was
And
going to
say,
say,
I don't want people to think I'm trying to make a buck on the virus,
yeah,
you know,
yeah, I
but
get
I
that.
think it's really weird.
But you got to make sure that you somehow get that point across that this
Yeah,
was written, a
it was
while
written in
back.
1997.
Wow, Carmine, that's truly creepy. I got
It's
chills up
just
my
like,
spine.
yeah, just like we had another song called, it was called Nobody Knew, but in parentheses, Black White House.
Yeah.
And when Obama was, president, the lyrics are, "Nobody knew who was running the White House is painted all black now. You'd think they would mind." That's some of the lyrics. Crazy stuff. This
Wow, that
guy
is
Kelly is a real visionary genius, man.
gonna say a fortune teller, maybe. Like, should I have my palm read? I don't
Unbelievable.
know.
Well, he's from Louisiana, so you never know. It might be
Oh,
voodoo.
that's it. You answered it. I now it makes sense for sure.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So,
Carmine, your career has spanned obviously decades, and you're so incredible with what you have done and the people that you have influenced. I mean, starting way back with Vanilla Fudge, but you've played with Rod Stewart and Jeff Beck, and you've done so many things. How does it feel to look back on your legacy and the way that people talk about you, like I just did, about being
yeah.
such a legendary and
Well,
influenced drummer?
I feel blessed, actually.
Yeah, good.
I feel blessed that I kept it going.
Yeah,
There's and I'm blessed that God bless me, man. That I pray every night that I'm still here. You
yeah.
know, and 2 years ago I almost died of I get these massive nosebleeds, and I was in Europe with my brother,
Oh my God.
and my brother was part of and my girl, my wife, my brother saved my life, really, And
You were, what happened? You were just, you're
well, I have
bleeding
this
out?
condition that I get these nosebleeds. I never know when I'm going to get them, and
Okay.
when I get them, they're very severe.
Oh
You
God.
could bleed to death if I don't get it taken care of. And I was on a plane coming back from Europe with Vinny, and
Okay.
I on the last gig I bled on the stage. I cut off the stage. I stayed an extra day, and then we came home together. He was going to go to LA and me in New York, but he came back with me, and we bought new tickets. And on the plane, I started bleeding, and in order to, uh, there was a doctor on the plane. He told the pilot, if you don't get this guy to a hospital somewhere, we're in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh my God.
He's going to bleed out. And he's a famous drummer, and you're going to be held responsible. It's going to be on the news and blah blah blah. So, which means I'm going to die, right?
Yeah.
So he veered off and he dropped me and my brother off in the Azores,
Oh
in
my
the middle of
God.
nowhere.
What?
So I was in this hospital in the Azores that speak Portuguese.
Yeah.
Vinny had to get a hotel, and he said it was beautiful. I looked out the window one day. It was beautiful. It looked like a storybook place,
Yeah.
you know. And it was in the end of January, and somehow my wife got me a medical airlift out of there,
Wow.
and I had to go back to Paris. And then
Oh
she
my
met me in Paris, and Vinny had to go home. And then they wanted to cut my face open and pull my face open, but you couldn't get into it from there. You have to go in through the arteries like an angiogram,
Right.
and they wouldn't do it. So then by a miracle, so I say God really protected me in Jesus, man.
Yeah.
And when I woke up in the other place, the Azores, I woke up with uh, in a room. It was all black, and about 50 feet away was a light. I thought I died.
Yeah, I would imagine.
You
You
know?
were awfully close, it sounds like.
Yeah. So anyway, so she got it by a miracle on another airlift back to America, to New York. It took 13 hours. On the last part of it, from Newfoundland to New Jersey, my fever was way up and my blood pressure was high, and the medical team on the plane was worried about me. And they had it was like a medical ambulance,
Yeah.
an airborne ambulance. And when we finally got to the hospital in New York, my nose doctor took out the gauze that was in my nose to stop the
Mm,
bleeding. It was
mm.
all infected and septic. He said it was this far from my brain. 24 more hours, I would have been dead.
Oh my, Carmine, you're
Yes,
blowing my mind today, son. That is nuts.
unbelievable. And then he says, so he might be mentally disabled. So when I tell my friends that, I say, oh, that's the problem.
Now it all makes sense.
But, so that was in January 2018. And then I just had that again in March 1st.
Oh my God.
Because what they do, they clog up the vein, but then it grows back because the nose wants more blood.
Okay, yeah.
And when it grows back, it doesn't have capillaries, it attaches to an artery. So it's like at any time, I can have these nosebleeds. So now I have a med jet thing, and so I don't go to Europe anymore. I don't
Yeah.
go to. I stay in America where I can be taken care of.
Yeah, very easily. And you don't want to get stuck over the Atlantic again, I'm sure.
No, not
You've
at
already
all.
been there, done that. That's incredible. Wow, you are you are incredibly blessed in a lot of different ways with your
Yeah.
talent, but also
So
just
when I hear about my career, I say I am blessed, and I'm really blessed to be here because I'm the only one left from that 1967 era of drummers
right.
that was pioneering and influencing, rock music. And I paid a lot of my career making rock drumming an art form,
Yeah.
with the drum books and doing the clinics and teaching it and educating people with, and, and experimenting with different things and drum sets and volumes and drum sizes and woods and all this stuff. And I've been doing it all my career,
That's incredible. My husband went to your drum clinic back in 1985.
Was that in San Francisco?
I believe so. Yeah, he's from here.
Is that
He's
Bambi's?
maybe I'll have to ask him. I don't know.
Bimbos, or is it
Probably, yeah.
Bimbos or something like that?
Yeah, I assume
Yeah.
he started drumming when he was professionally when he was 12, but he started when he was 6.
Okay,
After
so does he play for a living now?
he plays and teaches. We own a music center, so he
You own a
teaches
music
kids.
store?
We own a music. Yeah, it's a center where we have a store. We have rehearsal spaces. He teaches
Oh, nice.
65 drum students. He has a
Oh, God
rock
bless.
camp.
I hope he's using my book.
Yes. Oh, yes, he is. Absolutely. But he wanted me to tell
Oh,
you that
that's
he went to that.
fantastic. Wow, that's great.
Yeah. So you're a huge influence in our
Oh,
house. So
great. Now,
I
one day
gotta
I
thank
should
you
come
for that.
up there and do a master class for you guys.
That would be amazing. We would
Yeah.
absolutely love that.
Well, you have my email.
Yes, I will definitely connect with you on that. Drumming is how we pay the bills. His arms and
Wow,
legs
that's
are very
awesome.
important.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
But
Well,
you don't contribute with your radio. You must contribute with radio.
oh yeah. Well, radio money isn't all that great.
I know. You never. I know. I know radio pay is not that good unless you're on a talk show that's big.
Yeah, it pays in the heart, right? Sometimes like with
Exactly.
musicians,
That's
who
like
don't
we did this Dio video. We didn't make it to make any money with it.
right.
And
Yeah.
people are going, "Are you going to sell the MP3?" I said, "No, we did the MP3 so radio can play it.
Yep.
So you guys can play it, and then you can put it on your Spotify, your social medias, and
Right.
everything." He said, "We just did it because Vinny came up with the idea to do it,
Yeah.
and it was like first we were just going to do Monsters and Heroes with our touring band, the Drum Wars touring band, because we played it so many times, and that was the biggest song on our record, you
Mhm.
know. And then Vinny said, we should make it an event. I said, yeah, we should make it an event. He goes, in 2.5 weeks, it's Ronnie Dio's 10th anniversary of his passing.
Yeah.
I said, wow, that's a great event to do it. And be honest with you, had we not done this, I wouldn't have even known
Yeah.
it was the anniversary. So I said that'd be good to get people to know it and pay some attention to it, and they can hear it, they can see it, and they can. We even on our website we have the lyrics printed out,
Mhm.
so you can read the lyrics because the lyrics written by Paul Shotino, who used to be managed by Ronnie and Wendy, and Ronnie with the group Rough Cut produced those records, so he was very close to Ronnie.
Yeah.
And the song originally was a King Cobra song that we did with the King Cobra in 2011.
Yeah.
And when Paul said, I want to change the lyrics were going to be about monsters and heroes, like our childhood heroes that were monsters, like Frankenstein,
Right. Okay.
the creature from the Black Lagoon,
Right.
the
All the
mummy,
good stuff.
the werewolf. They were monsters, but they were heroes to
Yeah.
everybody. You used to get little, toy versions of them made of rubber and stuff. So then he came in and said, I think I want to write it about Ronnie. I said, what do you mean? He goes, like monsters and heroes, dragons, rainbows in the dark. I said, wow, great
Right.
idea. So we did it with King Cobra, and then we gave it to Wendy Dio, and
Mhm.
she released it on her, and all the money went to the cancer fund by Ronnie, that he had. And then I got it back. By the time we got it back, me and Vinny were doing our album together, and I said, Vinny, you listen to the song. You should play on it with me, and we should put it on our album. It's like, again, it's a tribute to Ronnie.
Yeah.
So Vinny listened to it. He loved it. So we put him on the track. So in essence, it's King Cobra with my brother Vinny singing a song dedicated to Ronnie.
I mean,
And
that is the
and
rock and
that's
roll
what we did
trifecta.
on our album.
Yeah.
And it became the biggest song on our album. And we've been playing it live for the last 2.5 years. And King Cobra, when we did it, we went to Sweden Rock Festival and played it live there. Had the whole 9,000 people singing it.
Yeah.
So I have that. I have a live version of that recorded live that I'm going to release sometime in the future.
Oh, good. That's
Maybe we'll
cool.
release that next year on the anniversary.
Yeah. I think this is a great idea. I mean,
Yeah.
Ronnie James Dio, of course, he's so beloved to all of us, all of
Oh,
us fans. And I know,
great.
his peers were also his fans. He was such a monster of rock, if you will. So
Yes, he
Monsters and
was.
Heroes it was
And,
perfect,
and he wasn't just they say he's a heavy metal singer. He was more than that.
Oh God, yeah, way more than
I
that. He
mean, like
started
listen
out
to the
completely
beginning
different.
of Last in Line. He's a ballad.
Yeah.
He can sing. He can sing Frank Sinatra if he had to.
Oh, he started out in doo-wop. So yeah, my
Exactly.
mother-in-law went to
Like
high school
I
with him.
started out in doo-wop too.
Awesome. Then you've got
Yeah.
those skills too. I mean, it's so cool though. That's where, it all began, and it's really neat to see over your career.
Yeah, and to see, like, I met Ronnie before Vinny. I
Yeah.
was asked to join Rainbow when he was joining Rainbow. I couldn't do it, but
Yeah.
I met him in those days, and then I knew him, and then Vinny started playing with him, and then when he really played with him in Dio, he became part of our family because he had no family out in LA.
Right.
We would have Christmas. He's Italian.
Yeah.
You know, he would come to Christmas, eat my mother's lasagna and stuff, and we would go to his parties. I had parties at my house. He'd come to my party. I even had a bachelor party that he set up at a strip bar for me.
Oh my God.
I mean, so he was like our fourth brother.
Yeah.
So when he
Wow.
died, we were all in the hospital, and when he passed away, we went to the funeral, saw him in the coffin. I mean, it's horrible.
Mm.
Went to the cemetery, and then we came up with this song. So anyway, so when Vinny called me and said 3 weeks ago, he said we should do one of these lockdown um, songs where it's like the Brady Bunch songs.
Yeah. Right. With all the.
And somebody on these interviews said it's like the Hollywood Squares.
It is.
I said, yeah. So I said, yeah, let's do one. I said, what song do you want to do? He said, well, we should do Monsters and Heroes because that was the biggest song on the record. I said,
Yeah.
okay. And we have the touring band, we know it, so it'd be easy to do. So then he called back and said, it'd be good to do this for not just for us, but to do it for a reason. He said, in 2.5 weeks, it's Ronnie's 10th anniversary. I said, I didn't know that.
It's amazing.
So we said, well, let's do it for that. And we'll do a tribute to Ronnie and make it, we did this for a reason, really. And let's tribute Ronnie and celebrate Ronnie because
Yeah.
he was such a great singer, such a great influence on everybody, and such a great guy.
And such a great human. That was meant to be. I don't believe in coincidences. I think the universe lined all of those things up for you to be able to do this great release for a great man on that day is just super important. So
yeah, and everybody had a studio except me.
Right. Yeah.
I did mine on my iPhone, the audio and video at the same time.
Oh my gosh.
And then our guitar player, Artie Dillon, who plays with us, he's a master at Pro Tools and editing video.
Right.
He was the guy that put it all together. So when he got my video, he took the drums off my video, which I don't know how he did that.
Yeah.
And he edited it to Vinny's drums, and Vinny did the first track. Artie put the guitar on, sent it to me. I did mine. Artie took me off, edited the video so the drums sound similar.
Yeah.
Gave it to the bass player. He did his video, singer his video, and they all sent in audio and video separately, right? And he put it all together. And then we got a great energy on the audio. It was really great energy. And then when I saw the video, he didn't just have the bass player camera and the singer camera and me and Vinny cameras on the screen all the time. They were moving around like crazy.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's an impressive
and they were
video.
following the energy of the track in the video, which gave it a double energy. Now you got a visual and an audio energy together.
Right.
And it came out tremendous. And he did the artwork at the beginning with Ronnie going like that, a shadow of Ronnie, and dedicated to Ronnie, and the artwork at the end. We miss you, you're our friend, and the dates, and then the cancer fund. It was awesome, man. He did such a great job. I was blown away watching it myself.
It's very special. I have to say that you and Vinny on one track together, like tossing it back and forth. And I love how Vinny throws it to you, right? Like
I know.
It's really cool.
We had no director.
Yeah.
So Vinny just did that because when we set up on stage, I'm always to his left.
Okay. Yeah.
But he went like that, like he would on stage. It didn't dawn on me to do that.
Right.
Or it would have been cool if I went like that to him.
It was neat though. Like it was just
cool.
a cool little nod,
a cool little nod over to me, and I'm twirling a stick when he's doing it.
It's the way that you would be or will be again on stage.
Yeah, when we stage,
Yeah.
And,
it's really
the band
special.
is awesome. The singer, Jim Crean, is a great singer.
Great singer.
Dio really well. And the bass player, James Caputo, is an awesome bass player. He plays with me in my group Cactus.
Yeah.
Which we're mixing a new record.
Oh, good.
Right now. But I'm thinking, instead of doing a proper video with the video budget, I might do a bunch of these kind of videos.
Why not, right?
Because
it's totally acceptable.
It's much cheaper, and it comes out great. And in different screens, you could put different scenes, whatever the song's about. If the song's about, like we have the title track, Tightrope, we could have somebody on a tightrope, a circus act on a tightrope come up in the screen and go away and then back to the band. And,
Yeah, those are some of the things, honestly, Carmine, that are coming out of this whole sheltering in place business
Yeah,
that will maybe keep. They're silver linings. They're little pieces of things that we're
yeah.
like, okay, well, that's cool. We figured that out. So we'll move forward with that. So,
Like me too. Like tomorrow, Friday night, if you go to on a Facebook called um, Artists on Lockdown,
okay.
me and Vinny are going to be on with a host named Ron Anesti, who's a big promoter in the Midwest out of Chicago,
Okay.
and it's like a TV show.
Okay.
Like we're talking,
Yeah.
and he's talking about. I did it last week, and I got a great response, and now we're doing it again. We're going to try and do it every week and build it into like a TV show.
That's
And
great. I love that.
eventually, me, Ron, and Vinny will be the panel hosts,
Hmm.
and we'll bring our friends on to
That's
talk
great.
about their music and all
Yeah.
that, and maybe charge $10 to somebody,
Yep. Yep.
And if you get 1,000 people at $10, you got some money to work with. You can pay the artists that come on. You can pay us. You can pay the host. You can pay the people that put it together.
Yeah.
And it's another way to entertain people
And
with the
still make a
lockdown.
living and
And still
still
make
make
a
a little
living.
bit of money.
A lot of musicians are hurting now,
Oh, yeah.
really bad. I mean, I'm doing okay. You probably, I don't know, you probably hurt your lessons. I
Oh,
bet all
yeah.
the lessons are being done on Zoom.
On Zoom.
I
Yeah.
tell you the truth, I've never heard of Zoom before this.
Yeah, my husband was not excited about that part because drums are very loud, as you know well. And so to try to teach someone through a screen
Well,
it's a trick.
and you have to have the setup. You have to have
Right.
it's like if you try and do it on a phone when you play the drums, it takes the phone compressor about a minute to shut off,
Right.
and you
Exactly. That's
can't
the
talk.
problem. Yeah.
So I've been doing stuff on my Facebook
Hmm.
where I would talk. I'd say, okay, I would do name that beat
Yeah.
on my
I love it.
Facebook. I
Yeah.
don't
I
know if you
love it.
saw it. And I'd go on there and I say, okay, here's a song I did. It's a solo artist. I did it late 70s. Everyone knows this song. And but at the end of the song, I did all these fills that all these drummer friends of mine said that it influenced them when they were growing up and it blew their mind along with Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
So what's the name of the song and who's the artist? And then I'd play the groove and
Right.
I'd play the fills. And then I put it up on Facebook. And I get like, it says 70,000 people reached,
That's right.
and I get
Yeah.
like 200 comments and
Right.
likes and I've been doing this the whole time. And I never did that before.
Right. It's
And I'm
forced
getting
you
a great
to.
reaction and a great interaction with my fans. People are going, oh man, what about Beck Bogan the Peace Superstition? Why don't you put that up? Or why
Oh,
don't you?
cool.
And the answer to that one I just told you was Paul Stanley album,
Hmm.
right? And I played on that album.
That's,
And I played on Pink Floyd. I'm gonna put that track up.
oh, that's
Put a whole
great.
other one. I just put one up for Vanilla Fudge,
Uh-huh.
and
See,
I've
this
been
is
doing
something
this.
you might not have done. You might not
I
have done this.
never would have done that.
Yeah.
Never.
So that's another little silver lining. And hopefully that's
Yeah.
something you'll continue to do as we
Well,
reopen.
when I get into Florida, I'm gonna put a little studio in the house
Yeah.
and be able to continue doing. Meanwhile, I just did about 10 of them,
That's cool.
so I can keep putting them up. I put them up every 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, that's
I put it up
fun.
on Instagram. It goes to Twitter.
Yeah.
It goes to my 2 Facebooks.
Yep.
You know.
That's so rad. Well, we'll give you a little bit of a break since you're moving to Florida, but you got to get that home studio back up and running so you can
Yeah,
entertain us some more.
we're doing it.
I love it. Well, Carmen, I could sit and take up your entire day. You are so fascinating. And
Thank you.
I just,
Thank you
again, I
so
have
much.
to appreciate you and put some love on you for all you've done for drummers all over the world, including
And I'm wearing a hat, which I don't usually wear
It
because
looks
my
good.
hair is so screwed up. I haven't had a haircut for 3 months.
Yep. I feel
And
you.
it needs to be dyed. And
Yep.
I bought this hat for Florida, and I said, you know what, this looks pretty good. I'm going to wear
It does look good. You look snazzy, Carmine.
it. We just did a Zoom. I'm wearing this pink short sleeve shirt. I said to Vinny, I look like I'm in Florida
You
already.
do. You've already got the vibe going on. I love it.
I
You know
got
what
it.
you're headed
I got
into.
it. Yeah. Okay.
All right, Carmine. Well, everyone check out Monsters and Heroes. We all love Dio, and I love that you did this. We're going to play
Okay.
it here.
And
So
one
you
quick thing, if anyone wants to get um, the lyrics, it's on Appice Brothers, APPICE Brothers spelled out.com.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the lyrics are on there and the video is on there. And if anyone wants anything like a Guitar Zeus autographed CD or my autobiography, which has all these crazy stories in it,
Yes.
You can go to my website, carmineappice.com. We autograph them, and I have people that send it out.
You know what, Carmine? I'm going to get that for my husband for Father's Day. I'm going to get
Oh,
your
that'd be great.
autobiography for him. That's
It's called Stick It, My Life of Sex, Drums, and Rock and Roll.
yes, I love it.
It's a bit X-rated.
I love that. As soon as we're done here, I'm going on your website and ordering it right now. That's great.
Okay. And I'll know it's you because what's your husband's name?
Jay.
Jay?
Yep, Jay.
Okay, so I'll know when I see your name that it's for him, and so we'll autograph it to him.
I love that. Thank you so much, Carmine.
Awesome.
You've been so lovely. Enjoy your time in Florida. Good luck with your move, and hopefully we'll talk soon.
Thank you, and we'll see you when we're in San Francisco.